Hey everybody, come on in. I hope everybody is feeling great, feeling amazing, making it the best day of your life. Why not? We only get one life to live. And we have a choice to live, or we have a choice to kind of roll over and die. And so I choose life on today. So if you're just joining in, please share this video, like. You got a fatitude? Let me tell you something right now. Yes, for the fatitude. I'm always having a fatitude. You know, I really have come to grips with the fact that I am in a full-fledged relationship with food. And I need to break up. So I need y'all to be my support system as I break up with food. Because me and food, the wrong foods. I'll put it like that. But what's up, y'all? We ready to get going with this week's top 5 you doing too much moments? What's up, April, Tony, Chisa? I saw you on there earlier. Oh, I meant to tag people. You know, this is when you the one-woman show. You know, sometimes I forget to do other things. So some people may have to catch the replay, but we'll keep it going. But if you don't mind, you know, actually while I'm on Facebook myself, I might be able to share my own live feed. But that's how you boost it up, y'all. You share it yourself. But while I'm sharing this, I just want to let you guys know that I will be back. I'm about to tag people in this too. I will be back on the actual Saved in the City podcast platform. What? That's because Facebook won't let us be great. That's all right. I'm about to tag people. Lenise. Hey, Montre. Come on in, y'all. Who else should I tag? Shantina. I be forgetting people, y'all. Okay. But yeah, I'll be back live on the regular podcast show February 7th. And we are coming back with a brand new cast. It won't just be me. So if you guys have ever seen The Breakfast Club, think about that. That's kind of what the look and the vibe is going to be. Jodine, I'm sorry, I'm trying to tag people. But with Christian folk. So like a Christian Breakfast Club vibe. And probably not as much music. We'll probably be doing more talking than music. I'm also introducing some other segments. So I want y'all to join me February 7th for the comeback of Saved in the City. All right, I'm just going to tag maybe a few more people. And then we'll get started with today. Yeah, share Chisa. Shout out to Chisa Tatum. Amazing young woman. You'll be seeing much more of her as we come back live on from Saved in the City. So she is a part of my glam squad, y'all. So this is me today. This is me trying to work it out. But whenever I have like makeup done and that in the city, at least in Milwaukee, Chisa is definitely the girl to go to. So Makeup by Chi, make sure you guys check her out. I'm going to get started. I can't think about tagging people right now. I'll tag people afterwards. But I just don't want y'all to miss this. This is going to be good. I'm about to at least share it a couple times, though. Yeah, but it's going down. Let's see. Let's share this in Saved in the City group. And then I'll just get going. On the page there one more time. Y'all don't want to miss it. I know you're like, hurry up, Iberia. I only got a couple more minutes before I got to go back to work. Hi, Miss Charlene. Thank you for joining. As you guys are joining, just go ahead and share or just tag a couple folks. It's going to be fun today. Y'all see, I got a little bit of a new setup. I put my TV in the background. So we can have like a little vibe. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to test it out together. See, I just want y'all to know, y'all who I test. I be testing stuff out with y'all. So we're going to see how this works. This is Jank Productions. I need y'all to know that, which means that you can do it too. If y'all could see the behind, like what I'm sitting on right now. I'm telling you, anybody can do it if you want to do it. And somewhere, someone down the line, it only takes one person to see you, see your heart. I'm literally sitting on a little video box. And look, I done moved my little Saved in the City behind the scenes. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell y'all my secrets. Yeah, it's going to be some commercials in a minute. Y'all see the vision? Come on, Jank. Yeah. Tony, you already know about these Jank Productions. I don't play with these Jank Productions. It is a real deal. These are Jank Productions for now. All right, should we just, let's get into it, y'all. Yeah, it's totally Jank Productions. All right, let's jump into it. So like I said, February 7th, we are back live from the podcast studio. They work though. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. Shantina, I see you there. Anita, I see you joined. Yeah, so we're back live in the podcast studio next week with a brand new cast. You guys will see some new photos and people, new people. That's like, who are these people? So you guys will get a chance to meet Johanna Duckworth and Pastor Redante. Those are the folks that are going to be supporting me in the kind of new endeavor for Saved in the City. So make sure that you stay connected to me on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere that you want to be, and we talking together. So it's all fun. Also, I have t-shirts that are available for sale. So go to my website at www.savedandthecitymke.com. Again, that's www.savedandthecitymke.com. That's right, Shantina, back February 7th, right here on Facebook Live. But for those people who have downloaded the podcast app on their phone, so if you have an Apple or Android, make sure you just go into your podcast app and search Saved and the City, and you will be able to download and get all of the updates of the new shows that will be coming out. All right, guys. And then what else? So yeah, so it's new show, new cast. Can you be Charlemagne? I already got the picture taken. But yeah, I will be looking for, a guest host, because I needed to pick hosts that could ride with me. Not just every now and again. People, y'all got jobs and things. I need folk that can ride. That's my Trey saying that. You could come on and be a guest, Charlemagne. Miss Charlene says, what kind of t-shirts? We got Saved in the City t-shirts. I don't know if you can kind of see, I lifted up in the back. Boom. Those t-shirts, the lighting is a little off. But t-shirts. Available, yeah. So just go to www.savedandthecitymke.com and look for a t-shirt. If you rock with Saved in the City, show your support. I really would appreciate it. So I'll make sure that I put the link for the t-shirts in there too. Yes. All right. I really want to do just two quick announcements for two projects that I am in support of. So this is a call to all book authors or people who want to be book authors. Has anybody had a urge or a feeling that, you wanted to write a book? And you're like, I don't know where to start, where to go, or whatever. Oh, yeah, all y'all can be guest hosts. No, Chisa, we're going to filter them out sometimes because you're not going to block your blessings. You can go on the other show and let it loose, and then the other ones, you filter it a little bit. Come on, Chisa, I would love to have you as a host. Or we could just bleep out a couple things. But anyway, so it's an author call. So calling all authors, they say, are you ready to publish a book? And here's your opportunity to be a part of an exclusive 26 author anthology that will inspire, empower, and build sisterhood. So if you have a story to tell about your life's journey, contact founder and president of Raising Our Daughters, Shauna Sis CEO Weatherspoon at 414-507-7653 for details and to schedule your interview. There's your chance. Again, if you're looking to publish a book and you don't know how to do it, sometimes a cool way to do it is to be a part of like a group publication. And that way all the cost isn't on you, So shout out to Raising Our Daughters for putting this together. And again, this is for women, 414-507-7653. Reach out to her. And then the second part, I'm trying to empower y'all as well before we start laughing and talking about folks. The 100 Women Home Buyer Challenge. I'm so about to be a part of this. In 2019, there will be 100 women that will graduate after going through these free courses to learn how to purchase a home the right way. So if you want to sign up and register for these free, again, classes, don't act like, people say, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to start. I'm your girl. Make sure you always stop on my post. I'm telling y'all something good, right? So, yeah, then we're going to be laughing and talk about Post Tony in a minute. So to register, now this is being brought to you by my amazing friend, and I know she don't want me to shout out her name, but I'm going to shout it out anyway, Miss Dana Perry. So this is the 100 Women Home Buyer Challenge. If you've always wanted to buy a home and not known how to start, where to start, this is your chance to not have to go through it alone. So this is for 100 women, but you can be married if you want to participate. It doesn't matter. Or you can be single, doesn't matter. To register, please call or email. So you can call 414-455-8707 or email rebuildyouinc@gmail.com. Okay? All right, we got that out the way. I'm laughing at Tony. You ready to be laughing and talking about folk? All right, so last week, top 5 you doing too much moments of the week. So I like to do the quick recap, and then we'll start going through kind of what we're going to talk about this week. And I'm going to give it a shot with my TV in the background, see what we can work out with YouTube. So y'all want to tag y'all friends. It's your lunch break. Have lunch with me. Let's do it. Let's jump in. All right. Last week, top 5 you doing too much moments. If this is your first time ever watching, thank you for joining. And what this is an opportunity that I take to, every now and again, you need someone to tell you when you're doing too much, okay? Hey, Tracy, thanks for the hearts. Every now and again, you need somebody to tell you when you are doing too much. And I mean it in the most love, okay? So this is your top 5 you doing too much moments of the week. Now, we're going to be talking about these people specifically, but I want you to search deep down, fill your cup. Yes, ma'am. I want you to dig deep down and see if you can see yourself as some of these people and ask yourself, have I been doing too much? All right, so last week on the top 5 you doing too much. Okay, first of all, Montre, we're about to get to it. Yes. Okay, so last week we talked about Sierra. That was number 5 in no particular order. We talked about Sierra, and she had the post about, leveling up, talking about a lot of women are walking in the spirit of girlfriend, but, she had a wake-up call, whatever. So I was bringing Sierra on my top 5 list because I thought that she was doing the most, but really it turns out the people that was hating on her was doing the most. And we kind of talked about that, so I'm not going to go into it. You got to watch last week's video and you get the full recap of Sierra. So that was number 5. Number 4 was the sex doll trends. When has it gotten that bad? Now, I understand being a single person, we got a situation when the nature rises. You disagree with what? With Sierra? Okay. Well, Larry, yeah, I need to bring you on. I should bring you on. I should add you on, but we're not talking about Sierra today. But that was last week. You might see a couple of the other things, though, that I could probably bring you on for Larry. All right, so the sex doll trends. Okay, y'all doing the most. What's happening? What's happening? That you need to get a whole human doll figure and bring it into your home. I don't know. To me, that was a whole lot. Like, I don't know. It freaked me out. So that was number 4. We're not going to go into it. If you want to know what my full opinion was, you got to catch the last video because we'll be here forever. Number 3 was Monique. Baby, she on the list this week, so we'll talk a little bit more about Monique in a minute. But she wanted us to boycott Netflix, and my point last week, yes, sorry. My point last week was that she picked the wrong thing because there are too many people invested in Netflix and chill to boycott it. Half the people in the world do not want to go on a real date. That is not me included because I'm like, yeah, let's boycott Netflix and chill and let's go have a date. But too many people is like, no, I ain't spend no money. They want Netflix. Half the people don't even know who they subscribe, like they using their mama's account, don't even know the password, is just locked in. Nobody's unsubscribing to Netflix. So anyway, we'll that was number 3 last week. And then who else did we have on there? Oh, Tide Pods. That was something really serious. We were dealing with the kids who are eating these Tide Pods. Like, I'm talking about the things that you do your washing with. They're eating them. So I was talking to the children. I was telling the children they was doing too much. And then lastly was church bashing. And we talked about the whole situation that was going on with Greater New Birth. And it was quite interesting because that's something that hits home, is dealing right here with a church right here in Milwaukee. So anyhow, that was last week. Catch last week's video. You can always comment. I will definitely respond. I won't be able to respond live, obviously, but I will definitely respond to whatever you put on, whatever you type on the feed. All right, shall we get into this week's top 5 you doing too much moments? Shall we? And I mean it in the most respectful way. Monique, baby, I don't know. It's like it's so much more. It's like it's so much more than just Netflix now. And so now Monique is on she is literally, to me, she's spiraling out of control. She's talking about everybody. She's bad-mouthing Oprah, Tyler Perry, all these people. And in my opinion, is not making her claim look any better. And so I wanted to share this video with you guys, and hopefully, look, Jank Productions, hopefully it will play. But I saw this video of her, of Monique and her husband was crying. She need a job, basically. Oh, sidebar. So you remember, it was all the hoopla about Amy, what's her name? Amy Schumer getting offered $11 million. Hold on, sidebar, another sidebar. Larry says she sucks. All the industry insiders are saying she's difficult. Okay, how about it? And so that's the thing, like, Monique, you're not making it. Honestly, like last week I had about that much respect left for you. And I was calling you Auntie Monique, like trying to tell you, like, listen, Auntie, if they don't love you, cool, move on. But no, and then she want to rant and start tearing everybody down. And honestly, something don't seem right in the head. And this is when I was like, I love a ride or die man, or your ride or die significant other. But I don't know, something ain't right. And they gotta, I'm not gonna judge, but ooh, it worked. Let us take a look at Monique's husband crying. Is he doing the most? I say they doing too much. I say they taking over the whole list. Let us watch. Oh, I might need my volume.
He would not allow her to pursue her dream. She said,
can y'all hear that?
you are married. You allow your wife to do what it is that she wants to do, and you are her. And you allow her to live out their dreams. And she will always appreciate that.
Why is he crying?
And I gotta keep my promise. So to these black men out there, just make a promise to your mom, to your grandma, that you're gonna stand by. And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm overjoyed. That I'm doing right by my grandma. My wife, my mother, my mom. And they say, you cannot be admired unless you're first criticized. And we are appreciative, not just of the admiration from a standpoint of outside beings, but we need to admire one another as our family. And as long as we have the admiration of our families, kids, my wife,
thank you. We're going to talk about that in 1 second, my child.
It's all good. But what we're trying to say is, if we look out for one, we should look out for one.
I love y'all.
My bad, baby. No, my daddy. Let's see. I had a gentleman, his husband. And he won't say the things that I say. Because he's a gentleman. And I've taken the charge.
Wait, y'all.
I've taken the charge of being loud. I've taken the charge of being tacky. I've taken the charge of being ratchet. I've taken those charges.
Yes, Miss Charlene.
To a king. And that king says to me, Mama, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm going to say it the best way I can say it. And see, when my sons sit at the dinner table and their daddy begins to explain to them what their mama is dealing with. And our boys look at their daddy and they look at their mama.
Wait, y'all. It's just a little bit more. It's just a little more.
So, when y'all want to question me, why I call him daddy? Let me tell you why I call him daddy.
Listen.
Because he raised me, goddammit. See, if this man wasn't on my side, do you know how many mothers?
He just said her husband is raising her.
Do you know how many coons people would have been? Do you know how tacky I would have gotten? Though y'all know I would have been right. Though y'all know I would have been right, but this man is teaching me to have empathy and love. This man is saying to me, Mama, for the black woman who won't stand for you, I'm going to need you to love him through it. He's saying to me, Mama, for the black man who won't stand for you, I'm going to need you to love him through it. Now, I want to say, fuck them niggas. But this man sitting next to me.
I can't.
So for y'all that want to question, I get it, because you ain't seen your mama be loved by nobody. I get it.
Okay, we're going to stop it. Because, oh my God, you know what? Y'all have given me life. I was trying my best because it would have been too. Yes, it is there is something wrong with both of them. Kimberly, yes, ma'am. Let's go back to what Chisa said. They are crack. You know what? That's it. I'm like, what is it? They're acting very, no shade. I don't know if Larry's still on here, so don't jump down my throat when I say this. They're acting very Bobby and Whitney, because I know you love Whitney, Larry. Aren't they? Oh my God. So yes, they are doing, you see why they have made my top 5 you doing too much moment of the week. Yes, honey, they are very high. Let's see. What new drug? Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching Breaking Bad. They might be on that meth, y'all. I don't know. Yes. Ooh, it ain't a lie. Somebody said, Felicia said she lost weight and her mind. Miss Charlene said, I promise I just said that speaking. They gone, y'all. So that was number 5 on our top 5 you doing too much moments of the weeks. Yes, they be eating Tide Pods. Shall we move on? So Monique also, and I just didn't have enough time. I really could have talked about her this entire segment. I really just don't have enough time. But, bad mouthing Oprah and saying that Oprah, when has Oprah ever stood with us for anything? Like, I don't know. I really think that you guys have solved the mystery. They own something. Look at bruh. Close up. Look at them eyes. That's crack. All right. Let's go to the next one. This is, so up next, Miss Malik. Let's do it. I might make somebody mad with this one, but it's all good. Let's see.
See, I'm going to say it because it's on my heart.
I'm going to just let y'all watch this video first.
I'm trying to let y'all know I ain't going to do this for everybody. You know
this is Malik Yoba.
I'm just let y'all know how it go down for the get down. This how you doing? How you doing, Auntie?
I'm doing fine,
This is Bendy Maria, her play.
Hello.
So everybody can't get me to do this thing, but the girl talks to me. I said, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn this thing out for her.
Malik Yoba.
She is. She a great writer. So the name of the play is what?
Enough Feel Fine for the Universe.
And here I go, because I'm Oprah Obama. How you doing? What? We say? He said Oprah Obama. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So come support January what?
January 11th to January 28th at Theater for the New City.
Right.
Come see Malik play God.
Yes,
God.
take it.
You know why? Because you see me, you're going to be like, God. That's why they, you know, it's like actual active realism or something like that. Because I'm going to just make it up as I go along because the children be talking in the streets just like this mistake.
Hey, hold on. I want to go ahead. Hold on. Oh, man. Did y'all see that? That was Malik Yoba. Did y'all take that in? So this is my question. No. He's not as a woman. He's not as a woman. Do y'all need to see that again? So this is my thing with the whole Malik Yoba thing. So we know who Malik Yoba is, right? Let's see. That's the thing. That's my question. Yes, that is my question. So we know Malik Yoba. Let's see from what's some stuff. Y'all put some stuff up that he's that he's been in. Do you believe that you can play a gay role? I know, Larry. That's my question. Can you play a gay role and not? Because I know of some that have, but most people that I know that play gay roles are also gay. New York, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. New York Undercover. So that's my question. Is he doing too? I know it's for a role. But is it a little much? As a heterosexual male, would you choose a role like this? I'm just asking the question. He was on Girlfriends too, Tony? I want to know, is he doing too much or he's not doing too much? I think he's doing too much. I'll keep it 100% real. Okay, so it's just, okay, y'all. So you saying it's just acting. So you don't, let's be 100% real. You don't see him differently? Montre, do you see him? Yes, I know, Lex. I don't think he's doing too much as an actor. You take your roles that sometimes take you out of your... Because, you know, when I think about it, Holiday Heart. But it did make me feel some type of way about Ving Rhames. I'm saying. Not that I didn't love him. But I felt like, oh, yeah. He wasn't in the role. Tony says I couldn't do it. Look, if it acts like, Montre says, look, if it acts like a duck, looks like a duck. Chisa says, no, I know the difference between reality and fiction. So, Chisa, let me ask you again. When I put this stuff out here, it's for general conversation. Chisa, if it was your man that was playing this role, now I don't know how deep the role goes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how deep the role goes. But if it's your man, Chisa, playing this role, how do you feel? Kimberly says both men in the new movie Call Me by Your Name are not. One is married and isn't bisexual or anything. The younger boy said, dang, I missed it. You wouldn't be mad at the check. Lex, listen, honey. I may not be mad at that check. But we ain't got no checks yet, so I'm trying to see. She said, "Yep." I'm not gonna read it. Look, I'm trying to make y'all things go up. Go get the bag, baby. That's how y'all feel. That's how y'all feel. My opinion, I think it was quite a bit. But you know what? Let me say this though. It will get people to come out because I'm pretty sure male penetration won't occur on the stage. Yeah. Montre says, Dave Chappelle talked about this before. How often do you see white men in the dressing room? No, okay, thank you. That's the, you know what? Thank you. Because I was like, what was my other point? That's my other point. So I don't mind, like, okay, fine, do whatever. But it just seems like there are a lot of African American male roles where the person is either portrayed as they have to, they make all this money playing a woman role. White men gay movies, Miss Doubtfire. Jim Carrey, Miss Doubtfire. I love Miss Doubtfire. I just think it's food for thought. I think it's food for thought. It changed, and if I'm being 100% real, it does make me feel like, dang, Malik. Okay, Malik. And if that's what he do, that's what he do. But I'm just saying, might be a little more to it. That's my thoughts on that, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Tu Wong Fu. What was that? That was that Wesley Snipes? Madre said Tyler Perry played Madea so long you can't even tell the difference. Let me tell you something. You know what? You're right, but I gotta remember Tu Wong Fu. It definitely shows because I really feel like he's portraying that very really. But you know how we do. Like, that's the thing. Unfortunately, like when you are watching these actors, and it is acting for some. When you're watching these actors, you do, unfortunately, have a hard time separating the characters sometimes from the people. Yes. Yes. Okay, so what's up next, y'all? So that's why I put Miss Malik. And initially, the reason why I put it on there, because I did not realize that it was from an actual TV show. A play. That did change kind of my thought. But initially, I did think that it was, we just found him out, Lord. All right, so next up, Porgy and Bess Goes White. Let's take a look. Where am I doing too much? Is this it? Porgy and Bess Goes White. Who's seen the Porgy and Bess movie? We ain't about to watch them no more.
You would not allow her.
We done with y'all. I agree. I don't know anything about that story, so I'll probably need to do a little more research. I'm sorry, somebody keeps calling me. So we know about the all-black Porgy and Bess movie, or a play that was written back in, what, like 1930? Do I still have it up here? Look at the white folk. They trying it. We'll pause it. So, much controversy behind this as well. So the Hungarian State Opera has a new staging of the Gershwin opera Porgy and Bess. Now, anybody who knows me, I'm a graduate from Howard University, so you know all things black. I am connected to, and then I was a music major at Howard as well. And so, learning all styles of music was a big part of my, not just my college life, but really my upbringing, in general. And so I have a heart for music and for theater and for really all of the arts, and for them to be handled the way they're supposed to be handled. And so Porgy and Bess was written specifically for an all-black cast. Okay, and so now these white people, let me be respectful, have decided to redo this play with an all-white cast. I mean, there's a couple black people sprinkled in here and there, and I don't know if they're like, you know, what the normal like slave master kind of role would be, like kind of a reverse. But this was a landmark opera. It was in 1935, and it was based on a novel and then a play and a subsequent play, and it's set in a fictional African American community of Catfish Row in Charleston, South Carolina. And so there's been, I mean, in 1935, George Gershwin turned down a hefty commission to have the Metropolitan Opera produce Porgy and Bess. So even back in the day, he was like, nah, because what they were going to do, how they were going to produce it was with actors in blackface. And so for those people, yes, the white people. So how do y'all feel about that? See, like, so my question is like, and not that we can necessarily compare, you know, play for play, but Porgy and Bess is an all black, you know what I mean? Like, but should white people be offended that we made The Wiz? You know, based on what's the Yellow Brick Road movie, y'all? What's the Yellow Brick Road movie? What is it? The only thing I can see in my head is The Wiz. Ooh. What is it? Thank you. I can't think of The Wizard of Oz. So The Wizard of Oz was an all-white movie, and then we made The Wiz. And we've done that a few times. Look at Cinderella. Come on in here, Whitney Houston and Brandy, for Cinderella. So they're saying this is appropriation. The white people, they like the movie. I mean, they like the play. The storyline is so specific to our culture. And the thing is, so Larry, what they did is they did change the storyline. And so they made it more like a, what do you call it? When the people, you know, when I'm losing all my words today. When the people come over from, I can't think of what you call the people, but not like slaves, but the people who come over to America. Let's see if I can find the word. And I think beyond that, I think the issue is that there was a decision to do this despite the wishes of George and Ira Gershwin. So there were immigrants. Thank you. Immigrants. My brain, y'all, today. So they based it around immigrants. And they tried to change it up a little bit. Are y'all pissed? But listen, they ain't doing it in America. They know they can't do it here. This is over in Budapest, child. Budapest. But it's stirring up so much controversy. We talking about it here on Saved in the City. So I do feel some type of way about that. You know, I do think it is some form of appropriation, but at the same time, I don't know. I just won't, and for me, that's something that I would just boycott. You know, I'm going to watch Netflix, but I just won't be going to see the white people version of Porgy and Bess. Yeah. All right, let's keep going before we're over our hour of being on. Yeah, no. Moving on. Who else we got, y'all? Persistent Andrew. I don't even know if I want to talk about him because he's such a mess. But you kind of got to like his persistence.
Hey, I'm back again. You came back to have
This is number 4.
You came back to relax. You came back. I want you to say, kick your wig, kick your shoes off, take your wigs off, because we are about to go to have church. Take your wigs off, take your high heels off, take your pointy toe shoes off, Take your cap and gown off, because we are about to get into the house church on today. Come on, let's give God some praise. Come on and say thank you, Jesus. Come on and say thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. Come on and say thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, little Jesus. Thank you, Lord.
Did he say thank you, little Jesus? Little
I heard
Jesus.
the voice of the Lord that say, I will provide. The Lord spoke to me and said, he will provide.
Come on for
He will
provide.
He will provide. He will provide. He will provide. Yes. Yes. Yes.
He makes me.
Yes, Lord. My soul says yes. My soul says yes. Black Lives Matter, everyone. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. The Lord spoke to me and said, tell my people that a lot of you guys have been expecting a financial breakthrough, spiritual healing, deliverance. God said before the end of this night, he's going to meet every need.
What they got to do with the Black Lives Matter?
He's going to meet every need. He is a provider. He is my provider. If he can do it for me, oh, surely he can do it for you. As I head to New York tomorrow.
Stop calling me sis.
As I head to New York tomorrow.
I am not a sis. So this is. Oh yes, honey. Listen, I enjoy Andrew. I'll be honest, from time to time. So for those of you, Felicia said, "Who is that?" That is Andrew Caldwell. If you guys remember, there was a video that went viral. God, maybe a couple years ago now. Maybe about a year, or maybe now it's 2018, maybe a couple years ago now. And this is the guy that was like, I'm not gay no more. He likes women's. That's what he said. Just a quote. And he got delivered. We all knew about him being delivered. I put him on, and I normally wouldn't put Andrew on the list, but I decided to put Andrew on the list of doing too much because he is the most doing too much person, the most persistent doing too much person ever. This is the dude, and he still, listen, this ain't no little, like my little 8 people watching. When Andrew goes live, he be easily at 3.2 thousand plus views on a regular. So much so that Facebook has ads in his videos. This is which means this brother's getting paid for acting a fool. And I think, it's really weird with Andrew though, because there's a little part of me that feels like he really is sincere, but he be playing so much with stuff that's like, you know what I mean? Like for me, I know there's a lot of people on here that don't feel that there's anything wrong with it, but I do see something wrong with how he carries himself. But that, again, that's him. And not necessarily how he carries himself. That's not what I mean. What I mean is about, he just got to bring the church in it. Yes, he is and now he's an entertainer. But there are so many people that look at it as like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like how when we as black people feel about like a Tiger Woods or the girl from Clueless. I can't think of her name right now either. We like, who can we trade? You want to trade certain white people or black people for, that's how I'll be feeling when it comes to the church. Like, I want to just trade. I think he means well, but it's like, ooh, you're just such an off representation. And then when he starts speaking in tongues, and it's just too much. I know men in MKE who behave just like that. I know men in MKE who behave just like that. I do. So it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And you can't tell Andrew he ain't right about how he believes. But I truly believe, I don't know, Larry said something earlier about it being an act. I think that in some ways it began an act. But I think that it's a part of who he is as well. I think that he's not mentally stable. I think that he's not all the way right in the head either. So we got, Monique and her husband on crack. Malik, I don't know. Maybe he's just playing a role, but I think he's playing it very well. And then we have this dude. Yeah. He's doing too much all the time, which is why he made the list. But Andrew, you actually are kind of all right with me. I just wish you would just be true to who you are then. You know what I mean? Because all of that, because he has some little things that he does, and he be trying to make his voice deep like he a man, and he don't like the women's, and he's trying to show his chest hair one time, and I'm like, Andrew, I can't. Okay? All right. Last one, and we're gone. This one. Uh-oh. Now I'll go back to we'll get to it. So this last one is called, These Boots Were Made for Blocking. And I want to talk to y'all about I guess I can look this way. Here we go, Monique again.
He would not allow her.
I can't.
To pursue it.
Okay, take a look. Let's look at that again. Wait. So my question is, who was doing too much? Was the model girl, whatever she's doing, is she the one doing too much? Or was the girl who put the boot out in front of the girl, is she doing too much? Some people were saying, I've seen some guys comment on it, and they said, if you can't trust your man, then you shouldn't be with them. She's insecure, all of that. So what do you think? So I don't know if you could make out the video if that was your first time seeing it. Yes, Montre, absolute curve. But basically, you can see that there is a young man and a young woman, and they're sitting, and the way they're sitting, she has her leg over his leg, and then this girl walks up on them out of everybody in this audience, walks up to this couple that are obviously coupled up. This woman over here lifts up her boot and is like, is she doing too much? Montre said, no, my wife would do the same thing. I don't think she's doing too much at all. Because to me, that was blatantly disrespectful. Somebody said that she was insecure, and someone said that you can't trust her. It wasn't, they're out in the open. What's that about trusting? It wasn't about that. I think it was, you got to be careful, because sometimes there are some women that will try you. That's just what I've experienced. And the young woman was just not having it. Like, you could just take that somewhere else. That's all she was saying. You literally see, I got my leg over top of my guy, and you walk up to us out of all the people you could walk up to. I say the model girl was doing too much. And to the girl with the boot, yes, my sister, these boots is made for blocking. Oh, y'all ain't got too much to say about that one. So that's it. That's the top 5 you're doing too much moments of the week. Again, number 1 was Monique. Ain't nobody boycotting Netflix. And unfortunately, sis, we are not even supporting you at this point in time. I'm sorry why it's got so dark. Number 2 is Miss Malik. I know my brothers and my sisters, y'all say the brother is just acting. It was a lot. I think he was doing too much. Doing way too much. Number 3, Porgy and Best Goes White. You're doing too much. Number 4, Persistent Andrew. You know what? He has persistently been doing too much. He is making his living off doing too much. So we're just acknowledging that he's doing too much. he doesn't necessarily have to stop doing it because that's apparently who he is. And number 5, these boots were made for blocking. I'm with the sis that's sitting down and put the boot up. Listen, I don't have time for your shenanigans. Move around. Out of all the people sitting here, you're going to come up to us that are obviously coupled up and try to show your little stuff. You're doing too much. And that has been this week's top 5 You Doing Too Much moments. I hope you have enjoyed it. So real quick before we go, let me give you your spirit drop for those few that are still hanging with us. And I think the TV worked out. I think now if I can get some better lighting, we could probably make some stuff work. Shauna, thanks for joining for a little bit there. I actually gave you a shout out earlier about the book, so you missed it. You can watch the replay and catch it. But real quick, I'm going to give you guys your spirit drop for the week. And this week's spirit drop, so again, after the funny, we like to, just kind of keep it real. So we laugh about a few things, no disrespect to anybody. It's just really conversation and opportunity to talk about the topics that are going on and things that are going on right here in our city and around the world. And just get our real views, opinions, and thoughts of it. My opinion and my view is not law. It's just kind of what I feel and what I think. More power to each and every one of you. But this week's spirit drop is Giants in the Land. And I just wanted to share that with you because I honestly was trying to figure out what I was going to talk about briefly today as it pertains to just life in general. And I really didn't have a spirit drop right away. I didn't. I was like, well, what do I give them? And so I was like, what have I really been focused on? What have I been dealing with? And Giants in the Land came to me. So basically, a real quick recap of what that story is. So if you know anything about the children of Israel, in the Bible, we know they were captured by Pharaoh back in the day, right? And at some point, Pharaoh let them go. Blessing, right? Moses parted the Red Sea, walked through, praise God, they're free. So, think about that as it pertains to maybe some of the things that you dealt with in your life where you were bound and then you were free, okay? So what happens is, if you know about the story, the Israelites end up spending 40 years in the wilderness. And this was an 11-day journey. Not an 11-year journey, an 11-day journey. Okay, so that's a whole nother story. So they spent this time in the wilderness. And because of their fear, their doubts, and their unbelief, they ended up staying there way too long. And they didn't have to because the promised land was already there for them. But here's the thing. When they got to the promised land, at some point, they noticed that there were giants in the land. I'm going somewhere with this. So there are giants in the land. Now, this was the land that was promised. They call it the promised land for a purpose. It was the land that was promised to them. It's their land for possession. It's theirs. It's just like if someone left you something in the will. It doesn't matter who feels it like it's theirs. It's who is in the will. And that land was promised to them. But when they went to go and take the land, they noticed that there were giants there. And so that was a deterrent. Because it's like, okay, I see this land flowing with milk and honey. I see all of these things that are amazing on this other side. But how am I, this little person, this person that's less has less strength or less power to defeat something that looks like it's so big? How am I supposed to claim that which is mine, but all this stuff is in the land? And sometimes we get like that or get to that position, even in our own walk. It's like you feel like, God, I know God promised me this. I know I'm supposed to achieve this. I know I'm supposed to have that. But then when you try to go up to get it, what happens? There's something that's in the way. Those are your giants, symbolically. So whether it's a giant of fear, whether it's a giant of inadequacy or rejection, whether it's a giant of I'm not good enough, God has given you authority to possess the land. And the beautiful thing about that is that we don't have to fight these battles alone. We have a God. And there's a song that's been ringing in my heart over the last couple weeks. And it says, and if our God is for us, then who can come against us? Who can stand against us? And if he's with us, and who can stand against us? You know, that's kind of what the song is saying in general. So the core of what I'm saying is that what the thing that you're looking for, the thing that you desire, the goal that you're trying to reach is on the other side of your giant. I hope that you hear that. The thing that you're trying to get to, that goal, that desire, increased finances, abundance, whatever that thing is, it's on the other side of your giant. Now, if David, a little boy, could slay a giant with a slingshot, surely you can knock down an issue you got going on with your bank. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same God that was for David that's for us. I hope that's good to you today. The same God that stood there with David as he slayed the giant is the same God that is standing with you even today to slay the giant that you're facing. I don't care if it's a giant of health or dealing with sickness, whatever that thing is. Whatever it is, you know what it is personally for you. You are not alone in this thing. And I'm challenging you today to take your best shot. Woo! That's good. Take your best shot. Do you really think that David's little bitty slingshot was the thing that really knocked down that giant? It was David's faith that knocked down the giant. When David pulled back that slingshot, it was God's hand that pulled back with it. And when it was released, it was God that was released with it. So whatever giant you're facing today, know that your God is bigger. Whatever issue or concern you're dealing with today, know that your God is bigger. And your blessing is on the other side of the giant. God told you to go possess the land. So I am telling you right now, go get it. It's yours. And you're not alone. All right? Is that a message? That's good. That's your spirit drop for the day. I'm done. We did the top 5. You doing too much moments of the week. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I might have some scriptures for y'all. That's the one thing I do want to leave you with, some scriptures. So here are. So we're talking about in the spirit drop, which was facing your giants. And I hate these little ads that always pop up when I'm trying to just live my life. All right. So here are some scriptures for you to take with you. All right. We got Joshua 1:9 if y'all want to grab your notepad. So again, this is as you are going and facing your giants today, okay? You got Joshua 1:9, and it says, have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
A recent survey found that on average, WGU graduates increased their income by
Look at the devil. It's an owl talking.
So a WGU degree
It's an owl talking. Psalms 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? That's a question. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Whom shall I be afraid? That's a question. That's Psalms 27. Isaiah 41 says, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Romans 8:11. If the spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, he who raised Christ Jesus from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through the spirit who dwells in you. I'm telling y'all, we got script. Not only are we commanded to go and possess the land, we got foundation under us. And then Romans 8:18 says, I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. I can go on and on. I guess I'll end here with Philippians 4:12 and 13. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Ooh, that's so good to end right there. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. All of it. All of it. All of it. Your steps are ordered. I love you guys. Join me next week as we come back live from the Saved in the City podcast studio with my new host. It's going to be super fun. Real deal. Yeah. All right. Make sure you share this so other people can see the replay. This was good stuff today. I love you guys. Have an amazing Wednesday. Till next week.